All right. Good night, everybody. Welcome to the Asylum, Comix Asylum Live with Jay and Steve. And we have an amazing special guest, Danny Green, joining us
Hey,
fresh
Steve.
off of
Hey.
the San Diego Chronicles that he and Mega J were taking part in. So, Danny, up to you. How's everything so far?
Oh, it's been great, man. I'm still going through withdrawals, so and jet lag. So it was such a great time that and the weather was beautiful. San Diego, California, LA is just so beautiful there, man. I don't know, like I could live there. I feel like so.
It's one of my favorite cities. I totally hear you.
Yeah, man.
It's such a cool vibe there. The weather's great. And you have one of the biggest comic book cons and pop culture expos every year. So where can you go wrong?
And dude, they have so many like comic book shops there and toy shops and retro shops, right? Uh,
Yeah.
I think we hit like 20 of them. It felt like so many. I don't know how many targets we went to. It was insane, but it was quite the hunt. It was a lot of fun too. Just exploring and whatnot, and seeing like landmarks and things. I sort of I felt like I was in Blood In, Blood Out. You ever watch that movie?
No, not familiar
No,
with
okay, you should watch it. It's a gangster movie, but
it. Okay.
like some areas of the movie look like, I swear they were filmed in like we drove by them. So I was like, yo, orale. But sorry.
All good. All good. And
Yeah,
Mega J, he is in transport again this week.
yeah.
Love it.
He's
Adding,
in a
adding some
ramen
fresh
van.
vibes. Adding some fresh vibes to the stream. How you doing, Mega J?
It's all good, brother. All good. Just stuck in traffic. That's why I got the seatbelt on. You can see the everything whooshing by. So,
So
but it's
good.
we got meetings, we got things we got to do. You gotta make this happen. You gotta make these happen. But lots of exciting things going on. Lots of indie books that we're going to talk about tonight. Very excited about our project, and of course, some very good friends of the channel and very good friends in general. Doing their thing. So yeah, we got tons to talk about tonight. So very excited.
Yeah, for sure. There's a little bit of a layover from San Diego. There's some stuff that I didn't realize was there, even covering with your channels and whatnot. I didn't realize that some of the stuff that was actually available for the public to see. I totally missed it. And then there's been some interesting news that has come down the pipe when it comes to movies and some animated stuff. It's essentially turning out to be like after FF and Superman have hit the scene, that
Mhm.
it's turning into the year of Spider-Man coming up. It's
Oh
crazy
yeah.
what's coming out of the out of Marvel and the MCU when it comes to anything related to Spider-Man. But before we start, tell us about El Dragoon. Like, I don't know which one of you want to start, but I'm really excited about this project and I can't wait to hear more about it.
You want to? Okay, so Al Dragoon. Well, you know what? Where we're at right now, we're at such a good spot right now because we just came from San Diego Comic Con and we had a panel there, kind of shared with Flipboard and Mad Hatter. But essentially, what it is, man, is the combination of all the things that we've grown up with in the '80s and '90s. I feel, and the more time we spend with it, we're just adding more things that kind of we grew up with. But essentially, what it is a story about a luchador named Juan Juanes, and he's a retired luchador wrestler, um, and he goes through some rough times, right? But he's a washed-up retired luchador wrestler, and he discovers the tragedy and darkness in his past is linked to an ancient spiritual war, and what Juan must do now is step back into the ring, and he's guided by an ancient power from his past, and he's not just going back to the ring to fight, but he's going there to save the souls of mankind. And I would say like it's kind of like a mashup of WWE wrestling, lucha underground, lucha libre, crossed with like Street Fighter and a little bit of Dragon Ball and stuff like that. So there's going to be a lot of action. There's going to be a lot of mystery too, because you'll find out. I don't want to give too much away, right? But cool thing here too is that I the guy's name's Juan Juanes, right? And I kind of named after my father just to give him some honor, right? And you're gonna see a lot of the characters throughout the story have names of our family members and people that we wanted to give honor to, right? And there's going to be a lot of wrestling taking place, so there'll be audience members and cool things. There'll be a lot of Easter eggs, right? Just to keep it fun and interesting, right? And and yeah, it's just going to have a combination of things that were that we grew up with, right? And you'll see it throughout the story, but the story is going to start kind of like in Juan Juanis's later journey. He's already kind of older and retired, and that's kind of where it starts. But what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of stuff from the past and a lot of stuff that he's going to discover as he goes through his journey, right?
And we have some stuff which we can share just before everything goes. So, sorry, not to cut you, Danny, but we have we're planning on doing a fundraising for this, obviously, just like what you guys did successfully for Atrium, and of course, we're looking to the community to give us a hand on this, because one great thing about today's day and age, Steve, back in the day, we didn't have anything like Kickstarter. We didn't have anything like that. If we wanted to do this, we actually had to go to a publisher, or we had to actually try to self-publish this. And back in the day, you would have to talk to a distributor like Diamond. And Diamond now, like, history is strange, right? Like 30 some odd years later, Diamond is gone, right? Diamond is literally gone. We don't have Diamond anymore. We have no distribution. And now it's come to the point where Diamond was like your barrier to entry. If you remember, Steve, literally you would submit your book to Diamond. They would do a review, and they would say, okay, fine, we'll buy 50,000 pieces or whatever, right? Minimum buy is like 10,000, right? And that was all on you, right? You had to produce, you had to draw, you had to print, and then you had to deliver. Even the delivery costs were on you,
right? And pay for the ad.
And pay for the ad, exactly. Inside previews, previews, you have to pay for the ad. So with this, we're looking to do a fundraising with Kickstarter, obviously, and Indiegogo, and whichever platforms we can get onto. And we're looking right now to do a lot more with this. But we wanted to give your viewers, right, our viewers here at Comix Asylum, a quick preview as to some of the pages that we've already got somewhat produced. We're still on the way. We even have a fully colored, fully rendered version, which we will give a wonderful sneak preview to all of everybody here watching tonight. So first of all, let's go ahead and take a look at this now.
Wait, before we start, Mega J, let's get some of the comments in, because there's a lot of people saying hi to you guys.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we will hop into the preview, because I'm anxiously awaiting to see what you guys got. All right, so King Panther, greetings, Danny Mean Green Machine, and Mr. Superstar J.
What's going on?
Up, King Panther?
What's up, brother?
Brick something. Can't stay, but congrats, y'all. Love the do-it-yourself spirit and the creation of new IP for us and future generations to love. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Brick. Thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
We've got Nolan, El Dragoon. Awesome. Hi, Jay, Danny, Steve, and chat. What's up?
Yo, what's up, Nolan?
Nice to see you, Nolan.
Nice to see you again.
Nolan says, hey to Brick, King Panther. Danny G, the blonde and purple-haired women give me She-Ra and Katra vibes if they became wrestlers.
Oh, there you go.
I like that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Means you're hitting it right. Well done.
That's the idea, man. Thank you so much, guys.
Vazone. El Dragoon. Hi, everyone. Just came back from grocery shopping. Tiffany here. What's up?
Oh, Tiffany. What's up?
Hey, Tiffany.
I'm doing Tiffany.
I think she know this must be familiar to her.
That is the Vaz Custom Special. Yes.
There you go. I think you know what? I carry this figure in my pocket everywhere. So
we get another look at it?
Yeah, that's
awesome.
There you go. That's Vaz Picks and Vaz Customs, Adrian and his wife Tiffany, right?
Perfect.
They do custom stuff, but they're huge wrestling fans, right? So dude, they went out of their way to make us this figure just to show how much they love the idea and just the support, right? And we super appreciate it, by the way. This guy came with us to SDCC. He spent some time there. I'm gonna post some stuff later as well. Actually, I've been so busy I didn't even post anything. But anyways, you'll see some of that later. But anyways, super appreciate this very much. And it's just to give an idea, really, of kind of the direction, right? And these wrestling figures are pretty sick. They got a lot of articulation and stuff. So
Oh yeah, that's great. I love the way that the shoulders can move forward and backwards. I love that.
yeah, you get some of that. He even comes with a belt. So there it is.
Oh, sweet.
So
Nice.
anyways, yeah, man. So that's the idea. Well, the idea behind the project we're doing here is we just want to make a cool story and to follow up with action figures, right? And kind of just go wild with the story. So that's exactly what we're doing, and we appreciate all the support from everybody. So thank you.
Oh no, for sure. And Jay, what do you have in store for us? What do you got?
All right. So first
That
of all, we
you
want
can
to
do.
give a huge shout out to Tiffany and Adrian for the custom figure. We literally bring it with us wherever we go. People are enamored by it. It looks amazing. And of course, Danny just leaves it in his pocket. People are asking him, "Are you just happy to see me, Danny, or is that a wrestling figure?" And they're just loving it. So, Mario's in the chat. What's going on, Mario? Toy Cartel.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's not the official one yet, because what we're doing actually tonight is you know what, I better bring it up right now just before anything else. So guys, if you go to El Dragoon, is it eldragoon.com? Danny, what is it again?
You got it.
eldragoon.com. If you go to eldragoon.com, you can sign up for our mailing list to get early access and obviously up-to-date information about the Kickstarter. So please head over to El Dragoon. Everyone here in the chat, please head over to eldragoon.com. Start signing up for the mailing list. We want to get you guys on there so that you guys are the first ones to get all the news information that you need to learn about El Dragoon. And then, of course, you'll be the first ones early access to check out the preview page for the Kickstarter once it goes up live. All right, guys? So definitely head over to eldragoon.com. We hope to see you guys there. All right. So let's take a quick look at some of the development process for El Dragoon. Hope you guys enjoy this because it's been in the works for a little bit. We've been working with a good friend of the channel and, of course, our wonderful artists. First of all, I did want to give a shout out to Gilly Writes Comics, who is our writer on this book. He's been absolutely instrumental in helping us get this off the ground. Danny, of course, is the creator. He's got wonderful ideas. Everything that comes out that is made for this book came out of Danny's head, but we did miss somebody to put those into more of a what's it called,
like a script or comic book kind of
narrative.
Scenario.
Yes, exactly, a narrative. We needed something to bring it to a narrative and give us a little bit more insight. So Gilly was instrumental in that. And then, of course, our artist, who you can see their work here. We're working with our artist, Sebastian Nevas, who's doing all the pencils and the sequentials and a lot of the pretty much every piece of the artwork. But we're also working with Yayo, who is a wonderful artist himself, and he's doing some pinups for us and some other work. So I wanted to give a huge shout out to the team. And let's get this together. So first thing I wanted to show you guys was some of the development process that we're working through. So here is the pencil work for page number, I believe this is 3, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, it's decided to bog down. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So as you can see here, this one's already very tight. When we first start to get these, they're pretty loose. But this one is already pretty much well into the development stage. We've already approved these pages. It doesn't want to zoom in for whatever. There it goes. So yeah, as you can see, one thing about this process that we were working through, Sebastian, as soon as he heard the project, Gilly, as soon as they heard the project, they're old wrestling fans like we are, and
is that him?
I think it's him. I think he's gone through the negative zone or something.
All right. Well,
Jay,
I guess I can continue on.
You can fill in for him because the visuals are still there until he comes back in. Jay, we lost you for a little bit just because you're lagging.
what he's trying to show here looks like is the pencils, right?
Right.
Almost getting to the inks basically, but yeah, there's basically a match going on here against there's tag team Nightmare and Zeus Zavala. And basically you're gonna see that Juan is having a rough time. Juan and his partner Gloria, La Loa Loca, we call her, which means crazy wolf.
Right.
Okay, so we're seeing some inks there. It's going pretty fast. There's some colors.
There we go.
I
Oh,
feel
so
like
now we're on the inks.
we're play by play here.
Yes. Oh, those look great.
Okay, can you guys hear me now or not?
We can now. You blipped out for a little bit.
All right. So basically, I've just reached Aurora, so that's why everything's going kind of wonky. So I'm up in the boonies right now. All right. So let's do this since I finally got you guys back. So
Don't
right
move
now, what
from
we're looking
there.
at here.
Yeah. Where you are is great. Stop the car.
Oh,
What we're looking at here is the difference between the pencils and how they transition into inks after final approvals. So as you can see, the pencils are looser but there is a beauty about them as always. But when it comes down to the inking stage, that's where things get really, really tight. We get to see a lot more sharper details, and as we progress down, you can see how things can get even a little bit more detailed as the inking process starts to take shape. And finally, you can see the differences here in the final inks. There were some additional edits, like if you noticed in the previous page, we actually had a referee in the back. We had no referee in the background. Of course, it went blank. There he is. So there's no referee in the background, but then we actually added a referee inside the images right now.
Yeah, perfect.
So again, it's a collaborative process. Obviously, it's a lot of back and forth between us and Sebastian, but we wanted to give people a little bit of a glimpse. And if you look closely at Loba's face, you'll see that a little added detail was put into it, a little bit more stress. Her eyes are actually half closed compared to the previous image, if it ever shows up. And she's just got a different expression overall. So yeah, it's definitely.
There's a lot of attention to detail, right? And it's cool that Sebastian's he's really good at touching base on the details of wrestling match, right? So no, it's cool to see that that working with artists like Sebastian, he really understands what's going on, basically, and I find it's hard to have that connection sometimes, like trying to communicate what's on your mind to a person, right? Even writing it down, it's a challenge, because you want the writer and you want the artist to understand your vision, right? So I'm learning as we go.
And that's the beauty of inks.
Yeah.
Because with inks, you can actually refine things to a point where little subtleties that might have been lost in the pencils or not, maybe highlighted in the pencils, you can then get to that and really make them pop with the inks. And so, like, when you have the same penciler and the inker are the same person, there's that process. But sometimes when you have someone who is doing the inks on top of the pencils, they bring their own flair to it as well too. And then 100%. The colorist brings it as well. So like you almost have 3 points of refinement once you get to the finished artwork, and then you still have the letterer to do that as well too.
Yeah, on top of that, yes. It's like layer, right?
Yeah, but this looks great. This looks great, guys. Bravo.
Yeah, and here we see, pretty much the final page. There are probably a few more things we have to refine here, but for the most part, we are 98% there, like pretty much, right? The thing about these particular colors, Danny and I are pretty adamant about what type of green should be on El Dragoon. So there are a couple of things which we really want to touch up, but it's not that far. We're 98% there. We're pretty.
This looks pretty there. There actually is a few missing components, but we'll leave that for later. right? But the referee
But it's
was one of them.
fascinating.
He wasn't there before, right? So
Exactly. But it's fascinating to see, where you are with the inks and the pencils, and then and it's great to see this breakdown. And we hope that everyone watching sees the attention to detail, the care we're taking into this book, and the fact that we really want this to be something. Because I think, Danny, if I will, we want there to be a really good base for a story before we actually, really get into action figures, which is what ultimately action figures is where we want, right, Danny? Like we want action figures out of these, but without a good storyline, without a good base, you tend to like the characters you start creating. You're like, well, who's this? Who's that? Why did this guy come out of nowhere, right? So for us, it's very important that we have story, which of course is created by Danny Green, and then the actual comic, and then the action figures, to finish off the golden the golden goose, if you will. That's the final piece of the puzzle. So.
Oh, for sure. Like one of the things, and you can see it with any debate that has anything to do with a pop culture character, it's the characters that drive everything. It drives the merch, like unless it's a character that's maybe a low run in terms of the toy that's been produced. The ones that really, fly off the shelves are the ones that were cool in the movie or cool in the book or cool in the cartoon. And so the world that you're building, which looks fantastic, and I love the story around it.
Thank you.
That's what's going to grab people, and then that 100%. Will translate into the collectible.
Yeah, for sure. To be honest with you, I feel like we're just creating something that, like, me personally, I would want to buy or collect or read more about or hear more about or see more about. And that's basically all that's happening right now. So it's like trying to create like my dream story and toy, right? And then hopefully everybody likes it and we share it, right? And obviously input from everybody, because this is a collective as well, right? Sebastian and Gilly and Jay, all of us together are, formulating this, right? I have the ideas and I write them down on paper and I write them on my notes. Sometimes I can't sleep, so I'll spend hours just writing stories. And so I'm writing backstories for each of these characters. We all are actually, but for the most part, I spend a lot of time doing it, right? And it's going to translate, and that's the idea, right? And we want to see something long term as well, right? So we're aiming for a 5-part series to start, right? Through Kickstarter, and somewhere in that 5-part series lead into the action figures. It all depends on how the audience reacts, right? And so, but so far it's been great, and it's moving very fast. It's a little overwhelming sometimes.
For sure. Have you thought of perhaps having maybe a limited edition action figure for one of the tiers in the Kickstarter? Is that something?
Oh yeah,
I don't want to
100%, bro. You know exactly what's up.
I'm just wondering. I'm wondering if that's something that's in the offering.
Yeah, so for sure, man. Like a lot of Kickstarters, for the backers, there's always some special variant or something, a very very rare rarity, right? Somebody was telling me, we should have maybe even comics graded or something like that.
Oh,
right?
Slabbed, yeah.
Slabbed, right? As maybe a tier or something, just as an idea, right? But have figures, variants, for sure. I wish I could make 100. I have in my head, I have like 100 characters already made. So,
and talking about really quickly, because I'm about to die here. I'm almost home too, which is crazy. It's like a race to get home. But really quickly, we also, I know, right? We also, of course, people are asking about apparel, and Danny and I are now quickly are very much on the works for making T-shirts, mugs, stickers, right? We wore these at San Diego Comic-Con actually. So, Danny, do you have your shirt handy by any chance? I don't know if you have it. If you have it,
it's probably in the laundry right now.
Guys, Toy Cartel has hopped in here with a comment. That was my idea. So is the shirt his idea?
Yeah, the slabs. He's talking about
the slabs. Okay,
yeah, I would say it's 100%.
And then he said, and then he's also trying
Yeah.
oh, I want that shirt.
You know, I kid you not, at the airport, we wore the shirt on our way home, and I got stopped a few times, even by the people, that check you at the yeah, they were like, "Yo, cool shirt," and I'm like, "Oh man, thanks," and I would give them a flyer out.
Hold on a second, Jay, can you pop that up again?
Yeah, hold on.
I'm just gonna put you in the solo once you have it up.
There it is. Look at
that. Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
that's
that
good.
was at the mall.
Yeah. So we had them made up, and there's Michael holding another shirt. Right.
Nice.
I'll have more of these when I get to the house, but yeah, we're primed. You know what I mean? We have you can take me out. Yeah, we have ideas. We have new designs coming. We're working with Sebastian Navas, who's just an incredible artist, and even Yayo. All our team is getting primed and ready for this. Okay, Danny, I'm gonna let you take over because I'm gonna go park and I'm gonna run downstairs. So guys, keep the party going. I'm still here, but I'm just gonna be running out.
Mega Jay's gonna run into his phone booth and come back.
I am. I'm gonna change into my cape. I'll be right back, guys. See you in a little bit. But Danny, keep the party going, brother.
All right, Jay. See you in a bit.
Yep.
So let's get us back here. Once he's out, let's go to some of these comments because we got some great comments.
Yeah, man.
I got to go back.
Some of these guys actually we spent time with in San Diego, a Toy Cartel.
Oh, that's great.
He hung out with us most of the time. He actually treated us last year, him and his brother, to dinner and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was such a great time, man. And it's cool to hang out with people, that you meet at the cons, and then you hang out again. You just become buddies.
It's like building a community, right?
Yeah, man.
That's how it works, for sure.
I actually go for truthfully. That's the thing I enjoy the most. Is just going to hang out with people, network. It's cool to see exclusive stuff too, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
You're the guy that's going to come out anyways. But the experience of being around people like-minded, just having fun, it's cool, man. So.
Absolutely. Well, Nolan says just signed up.
Nice.
Toy Cartel. Thank you very much. Everyone who's signing up, we really appreciate it. Toy Cartel signed up now. Can't wait. Danny's still waiting on the mask guy. So no pressure, Danny. No pressure.
It's funny. He brought that up because we're talking about getting masks,
Got it.
Right? And of some of the characters like Juan or El Dragoon, his mask, right?
Yes.
He obviously goes through some things later, but we'll leave that for it's kind of on the cover anyways. It's been going around, so kind of spoiled already. But
enough. A little bit of a leak is okay.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
But doesn't mean that's where it ends, or that's maybe where it starts.
No, for sure. King Panther says, Steve, Jay, and Danny G, I just subscribed to El Dragoon.
Thank you.
And when you become rich, remember to make that money. Don't let the money make you. That's great advice.
Not about the money, man. But that comes with everything at the end of the day. But you need money to make money sometimes. So
absolutely. Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
It's not, but this is where, to be honest, we value the team, right? Because it's not a one-man show. It's it's like Voltron. Voltron's not Voltron without the arms and the legs, So right? You just it's not the same. You can be line 1, 2, whatever, but you're not Voltron. And the rest of you are there.
But you're still part of the crew, though. You're still part of
yeah, exactly.
Hi, Darth Barca from Nolan. And Darth Barca has just signed up. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys. Wow.
Endless Fable says awesome.
Brian, yes, that's our boy right there, man. Love you.
Nice. Skeletor El Dragoon.
Yeah, it's our other boy.
There we go.
Thank you, guys. Man, we appreciate you guys. All the support, man. I have a hard time communicating the story sometimes. I'm not used to the social media things all the time, but I'm learning, and I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and whatnot. Right? I'm more of an in-person type person.
Yeah, totally.
So and then I get nervous trying to talk about the story and shit. But anyways,
you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna end up in about 2 months. You're gonna end up saying it so much you'll be able to in your sleep. It'll be subconscious.
Oh man, that I hope, man.
It will. That's how it works.
It's got to be. That's how it goes, right?
It just becomes automatic.
Yeah, and I appreciate
yeah. And once you said it enough, then you kind of forget. Oh, am I saying it too fast? Am I saying it too slow? Like
it's
it
just so
becomes
natural. It's like just say that. I like breathing.
Absolutely. So here's a great one. King Panther says, "Gentlemen, I want to see figs produced someday with a ring and civilian clothed figs for alternate versions as well." That's a great idea.
Why not, man?
Absolutely.
Like, I think once you learn the process of creating things, and you understand all the steps and money and things that you got to do to get to that point, right?
Right.
Then I think it's endless. You can. I feel like it's just endless. You can make as many things as you want in terms of stories and comics and toys and merch, right?
Definitely.
But obviously it takes time and money and energy, right? So
definitely.
Right? Making comics and it takes time. Like that's another thing. As an artist, it takes time to draw things out and trying to formalize what it's going to look like and fit it in panels and translate. Man, that's not easy.
It's not, and it's a lot of trial and error until you kind of nail down how you want to do it and what you're trying to get across. So it takes a long time, and then it's almost like once it's finished, it's like, well, that's it. I can't believe it's over. But at least you have something there forever to say that you tried, you did it, and hopefully you made some people happy.
So good. Yeah, 100%. Truly, I think about legacy sometimes, and like, your family and your friends. And I feel like, growing up, like, the stories we heard as kids, they were books back then.
Yes.
Somebody wrote them like 100 years ago or something. And to this day, they're even the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
So
sure.
Right. And so it's like, just that whole thing, man, gets, jogs my mind sometimes. It's like legacy and making a book. I want it to mean something 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, maybe this inspired somebody to do something great with their life, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Even if it's just to produce entertainment, because I think of all the stuff that I watched as a kid, or the stuff I read as I got older, and it's inspired me to be in the position where I'm here talking to you guys about your comic book.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly, 100%, man.
That's what fuels us. We fuel each other for sure.
Yeah.
Toy Cartel says I would get a hoodie of that, Danny. That's awesome.
Oh man, thank you, brother. For sure. Those are coming, man. We're working on a bunch of that stuff. So yeah. One day at a time, though.
Yeah. All in steps. Attorney and Royalty. Hey, Danny and Jay, listening then while driving home from work. So he and Jay were doing the same thing. They're all in transit. It's Ontario traffic, everyone.
We met Mike too. He was at the SDCC with us. He hung out. We went to Frankensons. I don't know if you ever heard of Frankensons.
No.
It's a big Costco type building, right?
Okay.
But it's only open on the weekends, right? And it's like a mini convention. It's all pop culture booths and individual sellers, right? And even some guys from, like, I used to buy stuff online, Toy Arena, for example. They were there. I'm like, what? That's kind of weird. They were in this market thing. But anyways, there's a lot of cool stuff there. Like, it almost is overwhelming, but it's cool to see because there's so much of it. I would, if you ever go out there, LA, I think is Frankensons. So
okay, I'll have to check it out next time I'm down there.
Yeah.
Endless Fable says, where do I sign up?
eldragoon.com.
I'm gonna see if I can find it. So it's eldragoon.com. See, and then I can share it.
Yeah, thank you. I should have done the same.
No worries. So I'm going to share screen Eldragoon. So
appreciate that.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the URL and I'm going to cut and paste it into the chat.
Oh, thanks, bro. That's great.
No worries.
Our buddy Lead, he's helping us on the website stuff. Even though I run a digital business myself, we got our buddy Lead to help us on this, and Jay's also. We're all kind of combining on this, but there's some really cool designs that are going to be going into this. next level stuff. So stay tuned, man. That's all I can say. And
Absolutely.
yes, sign up.
For sure. Endless Fable says, you owe me used endless in a sentence, Danny. I'm not sure. That might be a joke between you two.
Oh. What you owe me and use endless in a sentence, Danny. Oh, maybe I said it somewhere.
Maybe.
He's calling me out on it. Yes, you're probably right, bro. You can punch me later. But he's a cool guy. I love you, Brian. You know what? He was at Toylanta with us the whole weekend, and like we just hung out. He's a cool toy photographer. So yeah, just look out for him on Instagram.
Sounds great, and it's really interesting too because we're also going to take a look at another indie book from an indie creator who is a friend of the show. Jay and myself go way back with this individual, Hugh Rookwood, super talented.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Super talented, and he is finishing one of his IPs and putting it into a graphic novel.
Nice.
And I think it's called Apocalypse for Vagabond. I think that's the OG, and we'll get to it in a second.
Yeah.
But with what Rob Liefeld has done with Youngblood, and we're going to get to that because he absolutely crushed it. The question is that I'm going to pose to everyone is, what does that mean for indie creators and stores with Diamond kind of dipping and not existent? Is that now an opening for indie creators such as ourselves? Like, I know we don't have the same kind of backing and name as a Rob Liefeld, but does that now give us a chance with what you're doing with your upcoming Kickstarter, going the route of getting your merchandising already taken care of, right? Sourcing basically other indie creators in different aspects of the supply chain.
Yeah.
When it comes to an IP, is that the way moving forward?
It seems like it. It seems like the old way of doing things is changing, right? Older companies and just their old systems, I would say, are getting replaced, right? Technology is kicking everybody's butt right now, right? For good and bad, I would say. Like, some people are suffering because of certain technologies at times, right? So, but some other people are thriving, right? So, I just kind of got to roll the punches. But I feel like some older companies and, maybe like Diamond, their way of doing things, didn't work for them anymore, right? And we're in the gig era, or not even like independent era. More people are making their own brands and IPs, and people are learning how to create their own things and how to work with other people to create things, right?
It's true.
Social media is a huge one, right? And the platforms, technology in general, right? So
yeah, with 3D printing,
huge.
With all of the skill sets that everyone has,
drones,
right? It's affecting everything, whether it's independent film, independent comics, independent toy creation and merchandise. Like, it's just waiting there for us.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure. So what I'm going to do is I am going to move on to Huey's book. I'd really like to show everyone
for sure, man,
what this looks like. It's I know it's a labor of love, and we hope to have Hugh on the show in the near future, so he can really dive into it and tell us what it's all about.
He's super talented, man.
He's super talented, and let me tell you,
I love his turtle stuff.
Hugh Rookwood is the OG when it comes to like independent artists and Artist Alley. He is the Yoda, the Qui-Gon when it comes to like setting people straight on what's necessary to be a successful artist in Artist Alley. He has done the convention circuits. His knowledge and his talent is coast to coast. Right. Yeah. So from the Pacific to the Atlantic.
Yeah. I don't go around.
Yeah. And I'm so happy that he has got this coming up. And let me see if I can find it for everybody here. Is it on Instagram? Let me see.
Yeah, I think it is on his because that's what I've been lately seeing it.
Yeah, actually I have it here, and I'm gonna bring it up. So there we go. It is Apocalypse for Vagabond, and he's doing it the same way that you are, where he is going the what's the word I'm looking for? He's going the independent route.
Right.
I'm just gonna pop
Just
this
going,
up.
making his own thing, going his own path, route.
Absolutely. And I think you can't wait on these companies anymore. You gotta kind of just do it yourself.
Yeah, 100%. Because what happens too is sometimes you lose steam. That's another thing that I've been learning. Like, you got to keep on it, right? And it's it's hard to juggle at times in life and whatnot, but that's what it's about at the end of the day, right? Steam. So you got to keep going and pushing, and speed is essential.
Absolutely. And this is his pre-sale. So this is a pre-sale that he's got for Apocalypse for Vagabond. Nice. It says Hugh Rookwood Art and Chosen Studios is a wonderful and epic tale that promises to dazzle and entertain. And he's got some pages here. I'm going to put the URL in the chat, that's so everyone can see it. And if anyone wants to go and support Hugh, that would be great as well too. But let's see what else we got here. So embark on an extraordinary journey with Apocalypse 4, an epic tale of fallen angels, ancient shards, and the power to reshape the universe.
Nice.
And I'm going to let Jay back in, actually.
Welcome back, Jay. Look at that.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, man. Technical difficulties. As always, Danny. It never ends. Technical difficulties.
It's all good.
The game, everybody.
Makes life interesting. So we're just actually here on Hugh's site taking a look at Apocalypse 4.
Beautiful.
Yes. So dive into the world where the forces of heaven, hell, and man collide, and the fate of humanity hangs in the balance. And the one thing about Hugh's work, it is crazy stuffed with detail.
It is. It's just incredible. Incredible detail.
Look at that beautiful artwork. The coloring is fantastic. And we actually have some interior pages here. Let me see. Can we get them all? Let me see if I can.
And Hugh does everything, doesn't he? For the most part.
No, that doesn't look like it's working. I'm only making the
only
making the thing larger.
I know he draws and he does colors.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He is absolutely fantastic.
He just does everything, right?
Yeah, let me see. Does that work better for everybody? In terms of seeing the pages? Yeah. So he's got some pages here. I think he does the coloring, the lettering, everything. He's a one-man show. So the graphic novel pre-orders are from August 1st, so they're live currently until October 1st, 2025.
That's beautiful.
And then he's also got advertising opportunities for anyone that wants to support it, and some pre-order sections as well too. So everything that you need to know about this is great, and I think these are probably some testimonials. This is Hugh himself, actually. Let me see if I can get that back.
We were gonna bug him to do one of our covers.
That's perfect. Yeah, he would absolutely knock it out of the park. Oh. So I am both proud and honored to have had the opportunity to create this book, and I thank the Alberta Foundation for the Arts for believing in this project. So that's awesome. That's good to know. And so please, anyone who is in the chat and loves comic books, this is not just someone's passion project. This is a labor of love. Absolutely. I remember when Huey was doing this years ago, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Jay was involved with this many years ago.
Okay. So yes, we both myself and Corey Corrado, we were involved, and we were like, it was really, my involvement was mostly just lettering and helping with promotions, but the real art, the artistry, the story, everything about that was those two. Now, it's my understanding that Hugh has taken this to the next level, and he's got a brand new story to tell. You know what I mean? And I'm very excited about what the future of this project is going to be. I mean, just by the few preview pages that he's put up online, you can tell this thing's going to be killer. And if anybody had the pleasure of reading the first Apocalypse 4 2 issues that were actually published, you know that it brought fire. It was really something quite insane.
Definitely. I think I have a copy downstairs of the first 2 issues, and I just enjoyed seeing when the pages would come in, or when he'd have a chance to show us. Right?
Absolutely.
Mind and body, yes, agreed. Passion projects are usually labors of love, but sometimes there's a lot of hate in that labor. Can't lie, especially when you're in like the last quarter of trying to get something finished.
Oh, 100%. Like, so it can be a slog sometimes. It can be a slog.
So talented, absolutely. He is definitely mad talented. And we have Mind and Body. Looking at the El Dragoon thumbnail, tell us more. We will definitely get back to El Dragoon shortly.
Thanks.
100%.
Yes, but what we're going to do now, because we had a chance to highlight Hugh, we are going to take a look at, like, how do I say this? Is Rob Liefeld reimagining, reimaging, restructuring how we potentially will be getting comic books in the future? Because he just reissued Youngblood #1, and he did it all himself. So he did the shipping himself. He went to Phoenix to pick up the books. He shipped to Tokyo, and he sold $500,000 worth of books.
Incredible.
For Youngblood #1.
Incredible.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So let's take a look at.
But he's got a huge following.
Absolutely.
And if people love his stuff, so there's not, it makes sense that that's the kind of turnout he would get, right?
Absolutely. Makes total sense. So if we take a look here, and that's why I want to have this conversation with you, because there was some consternation in the YouTube verse about what this means.
Okay.
And I don't think it can be duplicated unless you are someone who's in the industry. I don't think that, like, it would be great to have these numbers to hear at Comix Asylum for Atrium, but we don't work for Marvel, right? So it'd be great for El Dragoon to have these kind of numbers, but we don't have 20 years in the business with, Levi's jeans commercials in our past to make this work. But it doesn't mean that we can't be striving towards that.
Of course.
I think even Eric July, he had some huge numbers for his first set of books. And so this is just something that that it's out there, and if you can strive towards it, that's fantastic.
No, 100%. I mean, at the end of the day, where anyone would kill for those numbers. Let's not get it twisted, right? Anyone would kill for those numbers. But as Danny said earlier, as he alluded to, he's got a following, right? He's got a following right now. And I think the type of success that he's seeing, right, Liefeld, is more of a legacy type of idea. I mean, like, no matter what you say about Rob Liefeld, he made a statement in comics. Yeah. He made a freaking statement, which is why people start talking to him about this today. Yeah, and you never know. Maybe it was part of some sort of ingenious plan to make really small-headed guys with big freaking chests. You know what I mean? Like he did some outrageous artwork, and he never apologized for it. He in a lot of ways, he is the Andy Warhol of comics. You know what I mean? Like that. I think that pop culture. I think that pop art is something that Liefeld, excelled in. I think that's really what it boils down to. And he knew how to stir up controversy. You know what I mean? In terms of what it is, because love him or hate him, he made people talk about comics, which is always great. Whether or not he likes to draw hands, whether or not he likes to draw feet, whether or not he likes to draw anything outside of the human torso and a bunch of pockets. You know what I mean? Like the man basically turned comics upside down in his head, and people loved him for it. I'm not gonna lie, X-Force, the last issue of New Mutants, You know what I mean? Like that was something. And then moving into X-Force #1, that again, he could definitely do something with a pen, man. He definitely knew what to do with a pencil, and he could bring it for sure.
That's no lie. Like I think what's kind of lost in like Liefeld and even Sylvester Jim Lee, but that entire generation, like the 90s, there was an energy in the artwork that was obviously inspired by anime and manga, but there was an energy that you didn't see out here in the West. There was still a lot of grid stuff, 6-panel, 4-panel pages, not a lot of breaking the panels. The artwork, and then it also combined with like the advances in paper and coloring and all that stuff. It was just like visual steroids if you're buying books, late 80s, early 90s. Like it's crazy. And I think that grabbed readers back then. And realistically, I don't think it's ever let go, personally.
Danny, what's your overall take on Rob Liefeld as an artist? I mean, you've seen the work. You've seen the Captain America with big chest and small head. You've seen the covers of Youngblood where he doesn't have his like everyone doesn't have any feet. They're all drawn up to their waist, and that's about it. What's your take on Rob Liefeld?
I remember going to Red Nails at Jane and Wilson, right? And I don't even share them all. And it was back in the days, but I remember seeing Youngblood always at the store there, right? And I never paid attention too much to that, but they always stood out to me because of they were so vibrant, right? And I think they even had action figures during that time. So I think
you're right.
So I don't remember the whole backstory, but I remember them being cool characters, right? And they just looked badass. So the fact that he's he can draw all that up, he's doing all the fulfillment, he's doing the A to Z kind of thing on his own. That seems to be more of where indie's going, right? People just figure out their own processes, and they try to cut out the middleman sometimes to save a few bucks here and there for doing that, right? But then then it's your time and energy going in there where you can be creating verses, right? So, but
yeah, I know. I think you're 100% right. The like his like Youngblood is now going through Image, so that means you will be able to find it in a comic.
Oh yeah, Image,
right?
Yeah.
Which is a logical. It's a logical thing, and we'll get to some of the comments because essentially what he's just done is crowdfunding off of his status, celebrity, and name, right?
We would all do that.
We would all do it as well too. But the thing that I think the delicate balance that we have to think about moving forward is the comic book store is still the lifeblood of the industry.
And it really is, man.
And I think we have to maintain that and foster those as much as possible.
Yeah. 100%.
But what I think we also have to be aware of is the casual fan, the casual reader. How do they stumble across the books that we might have when we were kids, just walking into a variety store or a Barnes and Noble or whatever, right? And so, is there a way to combine those two where the shops are still thriving? But anyone that walks into a store doesn't necessarily have to make a trip to a particular comic shop that's in your area. Can you get some of the issues or some of the titles, some of the digests off of a magazine rack at like a drugstore, like how it used to be?
I don't know if that's actually. I don't think drugstores carry comics anymore.
No. But I'm saying if because they don't. Right,
exclusives.
But I'm wondering if like cover A's as an example. I haven't put any thought into this, but like, what if cover A's were on the magazine rack at a variety store, at a drugstore? So your high run issues are in those, or even like a dollar store as an example, because you can still get comics at a dollar store.
Yeah,
but then your cover B, C, 1 in 50, limited run. Store exclusives, those are where you go for the collector.
Yeah
right?
Yeah.
And I'll give you a perfect example. if I want to buy a baseball glove, I can go to Canadian Tire.
Sure.
But if I want a really good baseball glove, I might go to Sport Check up here in Canada or whatever. It's not like I can't get a
Like
baseball glove.
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Dick's Sporting Goods, or used to be National Sports.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if there's a way to broaden the reach, still make retailers, like the exclusive retailers, the specialty retailers, thrive, but also grow the market.
So here's something interesting. If you look at Tuvaz Zone, I don't know if that's Tiffany or Adrian, but if you look, I think it's Tiffany. If you look at her comment of 902, this is an
casual reader.
Yeah, I'm a casual reader, but my answer is make an action figure. So so what's McFarlane been doing?
Absolutely,
right? McFarlane's been doing page punchers, right? Yeah. What are page punchers? Page punchers are comic books which are bundled with mini action figures, about 2 and 3/4 action figures, right? He's gotten into GI Joe. He's gotten into Thundercats, Power Rangers. You know, he's done, of course, DC, right? So, and now Marvel. He's getting into Marvel, right? So he is literally reintroducing comics in one of the most thriving markets right now, which is in collectibles, which is now action figures, right? Not only is he going for the comic book market, he's now going for the action figure market, which of course that goes without saying. It's McFarlane Toys, right? But he's hitting both markets at the same time now, right? Every single one of his Kickstarters for Spawn has included books, like limited edition books or reissued books, right? Things that you couldn't get all over again, and now they're being reissued as collectible items, right? So he understands the market. And I know it's crazy. He's brought the comic book chase mentality into action figures, gold label, platinum label, right? Chase figures. Danny, like a lot of the stuff we have at Titan Toys, right? It's some of the most sought after ones are the platinums, right? Like it's crazy, right? Like whenever we find something, we post it up online because people they just fly like that as soon as people realize we have them, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Danny can see firsthand.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit some of the comments because we've got some great comments here.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm actually anyone who's tuning in, I'm trying the beta for the first time where the actual comments come up on the stage. So we'll see how that works.
Yeah, that's the issue with that one.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to that.
I was joking. I don't care. I was joking.
Yeah, it's all good. 40 years in the business is going to draw people in. It's just crowdfunding. It's true. Mind and Body says, and he's got some top talent doing some alt covers. And to be honest with you, that's what we did for Atrium, and that's what you're doing for El Dragoon. But you can only swim in the lake or the ocean that you're in, right? So getting a Jim Lee cover for me is a bit of a stretch, but they're really talented artists that we got for our covers, and they've caused them to sell out. Like some of our issues have sold out just because of the covers.
Yeah.
We're already dabbling with alternative covers. I mean, like we're reaching out to people who are very popular in the wrestling scene, right? Like Dave Wheeler right now. He's done a cover for us, which we showed at San Diego Comic-Con this year. I don't know, Steve. Did you watch our panel at San Diego Comic-Con? I don't know if you had a chance.
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. No.
All right. Well, I can actually bring up. If you got a second, what I can do is really quick.
Yeah,
I can show you really quickly what something really quick. Let me just bring. Keep going through the comments. I'll bring this up and let's keep answering some comments.
All right. Mind and Body also kicks in with, but I do believe that leveraging your channel towards cool things and projects you're producing is a solid path. Yeah, it's all about awareness, right? And in the past, you might have had to get a PR company to kind of get your name out there to cut through the fog. But if you can do it yourself and you have your own channel, or you have friends that have channels,
now exactly. It's all about collaborating and building your audience, right?
And community that we were mentioning before, Danny.
Connect with your people, right? That's why we like going to events. That's one of my favorite things, is just connecting in person. And I find that's where the passion comes out the most.
Yes,
right. And people feel it, and they just align, and it's just kind of like natural, right? And there's nothing better feeling than that. Truth.
Definitely. To Vaz says, Image started with just a dream, endless possibilities. Yes, Brian, I used your name. So I guess it's endless. There we go. Yep. Rob was a kid back then. Yeah, it's funny because this might even before I knew he was an artist drawing for Marvel. It was that jeans commercial. It was the Levi 501 commercial.
That's the one I remember.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? Because this would have been, I might have been like at the end of high school when that commercial came out. And I'm like, what? And that's how I knew about him. It was great marketing when you think about it. At Mega J Retro agreed. It's his legacy, and he is like Stan Lee in that he can generate excitement about comics because of his genuine love for comic books. Yes, definitely. Let me see here. Mind and Body. It's American manga, basically. Yes, for sure. Stores are on their last leg. I would say that it's difficult for a lot of them. A lot of it has to do with Diamond and that scenario. I think they're just caught up in the system, and it's hard to get themselves out of it. Like when you think that Dynamite, and I think this is the number. I think Dynamite's owed like $1 million.
Yeah, it's sad.
From Diamond.
It is very sad.
Like, so that's going to trickle down to the stores. And I know, speaking to a couple of shop owners, that, and this would have been around March, that their customers were waiting for stuff to come into their pull list from November, and they still hadn't got it yet. So what is that, a 5-month lag? That's crazy. Yeah, and
we know personally that our good friends over at Spiro Toys, who've done Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, their books, which were consigned to Diamond, they're in limbo right now. Like they're still trying to figure out what to do with that stock. Like they don't know where it is. They again, this is hearsay based on the last information I have, which is a month ago. So at the time when I was talking to them, they don't know what's happening. So they need to get those books back. They need to give them to another distributor, right? I don't know what the deal is. If Diamond will fulfill everything before they shut their doors, I don't know what their obligations are with their new owners. I have no idea how that will play out. But Diamond effectively is done. Like they're completely shut down.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe there's an opportunity here, right, for other printers, right, to maybe get into the fulfillment game.
So Mariano Nicieza, right, the brother of Fabian, he is now getting involved with a distributor, a local distributor, who he's known for a number of years, and has decided to take a plunge into distributing comics. So there are players in the market that are really starting to move in multiple directions, and obviously Mariano, he owns his own publishing company, Apex Comic Group, and they're a staple at Comic-Con. They've done multiple books. He's getting, as you know, Danny, he's getting into his own action figure, Phaser, right? So, again, the market now is primed for everything that we're doing right now. So, here's a small snippet.
3 seconds of fame.
Here's the
end of the Comic-Con. It ended there.
Danny tells it like it is. All right, since Danny went ahead and said that, let's get Danny's introduction.
Look at the time of the thing, the video.
Let's get Danny's introduction, because he's getting all salty now for whatever reason. But anyway, let's get Danny's.
You know what's up. You can't hide.
This man does not need any introduction. He is the boss. He works really hard at Tech Toys. Wonderful distributor of Flipboard, Champions of Therapy, and of course, he has a great project with the podcast winner. Please welcome Danny Green, everybody. And of course, this couldn't have been done without assistance. Basically, the entire it takes a village to raise a child. So you can see Danny's wearing the shirt, which is just freaking awesome.
Yeah,
and then we'll fast forward to Danny's.
No, you can play the whole thing.
Play the whole thing. The 2 hours worth, the 1 hour worth. Danny. So here, You're killing me, Daddy. All right, here we go.
Flipboard is completely sold out. Let's give Flipboard a round of applause.
We had a packed room, actually.
That's pretty good.
The project, we have to wrap this up really quick. It's called Universe 55. We're working on a Lucha Libre project. We have a prototype right there. Danny, if you want to hold that up. And you can talk to us afterwards. We just literally ran out of time here, guys. But we hope that you guys will enjoy the rest of Comic-Con. We have a lot more things to talk about. If you guys want to pull us over and talk to any of us, thank you guys again for being here. Really quickly, credits. I did want to say thank you, huge shout out. Unfortunately, didn't have time to speak. Huge shout out to Dave Wonder.
Dave Wonder.
For the cover. He's going to be working on for us, El Dragoon. And then, of course, I want to thank everybody who's on the panel. Guys, really quickly, huge shout outs to John Nostalgia Box.
So, if anybody wants to watch the full panel, which was a lot of fun, we actually had a 1 hour discussion, mostly Mad Hatter, because obviously he had a lot to say. But it was a really fun panel. We did a lot of great things, and it was unfortunate that we didn't have enough time to go through El Dragoon the way we properly wanted to. But we're going to make up for that in the next few events that we're going to be attending, starting with VonCon this weekend. We're going to be there, and we are going to be pushing and showcasing everything that we have for El Dragoon and telling people who are interested in the book everything about it. So we are very, very excited for VonCon. But yeah, it's going to be a great time for us. It is a great time for us right now. For
Bret Hart, he's going to be there.
Bret Hart's going to be there. Yes.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Canadian wrestling royalty, for crying out loud.
He's my favorite, man. I grew up watching that dude.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, man. Who doesn't know him, right?
The excellence of execution, boys.
Right?
That's
best there is, best there was, best
There
there.
we go. Got a couple more comments that are actually pretty cool. Endless Fable says community build stores. If you build community and family around your properties, is key to comics and any independent toy line. Key is continually grow that community. Absolutely. And never take your community for granted.
100%. I was
Right?
trying to take advantage of people. No,
Yeah. At Endless Fables, fortunately, Mega J has that in spades. Just have to share links, spread the word, and do more marketing outside the box. And cloning also helps too, because you just have the time to do it. And then we have the absolutely yes, sir, from Lead Designer.
Lead's in the house. Good to see you.
Absolutely.
See you, Lead. Haven't seen Lead in a long time. Good to see you, brother.
And then John Guzman says, I agree. So yeah, we're all in agreement of what's necessary. It's just showing up, doing it, and being consistent in doing it.
Yeah, man.
Right? Yeah, for sure. Now, we're going to be moving on into some movie stuff, and we're going to come back to El Dragoon as well too, because we want to get the people on that page up.
I just want to say one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think comic shops should really push independent indie. That's it.
Oh, I agree.
Right? Plain and simple. Like the Gotham Bash, for example, was cool. There was a cool event with all the indie people under one roof. Everybody was mingling and having a good time, sharing their projects and just connecting. I connected with so many people on Instagram, and I get to know. Anyways, it's cool.
You're so right, because not only does it build the community around the customer, but also the creators.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And Carlos, who runs Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles in Mississauga, Ontario, is fantastic for that. Like, he is an absolute giant when it comes to bringing together the community. And also quite fortunate, because we take for granted how many creators there are, either mainstream or indie, in Ontario, right? Just in the GTA area alone, there's a ton. And then when you start going outside of that, there's even more. And it just shows you with how successful those events are, just how hungry the public is for pop culture, comics, wrestling, toys, and the like, for sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna share something with you now. I want your input on this because there's some film stuff regarding Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I didn't realize that not only are they shooting in New York, but they're also shooting in Scotland.
Oh
and
wow.
I wouldn't have thought that Scotland and Gotham would have, been the same. But hey, wherever you can get a tax break, go do it.
Yeah, right.
And so it's interesting because this movie is going to be, it's got the Punisher in it. It looks like it's a back to basics kind of street level Spider-Man story. And I also think that Daredevil's in this. But if Punisher's in it, it wouldn't make sense if Daredevil isn't. My only concern is it too stuffed? But I want your opinion on the costume.
Show me the goods. There it is. Oh yeah, there's been there's been teases going around, right? The video, right?
Yeah, you can't see it in this picture, and there's some online where his web shooters are absolutely massive on the inside of his wrist. So let me see.
Oh, really?
So on the inside of his wrist, it's not like the 70s one where he had that silver band on the outside, but he's got the web shooters on the inside. And to me, I'm fine with this costume. This is kind of the costume that I grew up with.
Yeah, it's more like classic, yo.
Classic. The light blue, Johnny Romita, Ross Andrew, 70s, late 60s, 70s look. Getting away from the darker tones of the Ditko era. And then I guess when McFarlane came in, he started doing like those dark highlights again. But I don't have an issue with it. What do you think, Jay?
So it's a bit of a I mean it's supposed to be a take on the last image that we saw in the last film, right? It's supposed to be a take on that, right?
Yeah.
It's not exactly the same, but it's a take on it, right? One thing I've noticed, and I don't know if this is intentional. I don't know if this is something that they had planned originally, but one thing I've noticed is he doesn't look as cut as he was in the previous films. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's intentional or not, but in the previous films, you saw he was kind of buff and whatever, right? But looking at this now, he seems more like a normal Spider-Man. I don't know if anybody else sees that, but
the dude's older now, right? So
that's what I'm thinking. Like,
yeah. But I'm also wondering if they're going into that Peter B. Parker mode where he's starting to lose faith. You know what I mean? Like remember in Into the Spider-Verse or Into the Spider-Verse. Remember Peter B. Parker? He was out of shape. He was eating pizza all the time. He had a 5 o'clock shadow. He was kind of losing touch with who he was, right? Yeah. And it was that whole idea of meeting Miles and getting to know or getting to reconnect with himself, right? That really got him back into being a superhero, right? Because he was just treating it kind of like a job at one point. You know what I mean? So I'm curious if that's actually what we're seeing here. If this is actually a transitional period for Peter. I mean, if in the last film, if you look carefully at what he was actually taking his high school requirement test. You know what I mean? If the book that was actually he put on his dresser, it was a studying for high school minimum requirement test, right? So he literally has
GED. Is that
the GEDs? Yeah, he has no history as a student. He has no history as a person, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how he's put his life back together, right? I think that's going to be an interesting take on the Spider-Man, because essentially no one knows who he is anymore, right? And I'm curious to find out if they're going to do the same thing they did in the comics, which has a similar storyline, where if you actually see Spider-Man take off his mask, all of a sudden the memories start rushing back. I wonder if that's going to be. Sorry, spoilers ahead. I didn't.
Well, it's interesting to mention that because there is in the comics the only one that remembers him is the Hulk.
Yeah, exactly.
Hulk's the only one that remembers him. I remember Peter.
Exactly. Right. Banner doesn't remember him, but the Hulk remembers him. Right.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that, again, once he takes off his helmet, once he takes off his mask in front of somebody, all the memories come rushing back. Right. So they know who he is. Right. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. So, but in terms of just the costume itself, I don't mind it. It's fine. You know what I mean? It's not Stark Tech, right? Which arguably I think is better.
I'm so against Stark Tech.
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah. I'm not. What about you, Danny? Are you into Stark Tech, or are you more into, you should make your own costumes? Like, what's your take on that?
Well, you should make your own, but if you got friends that got some, connections, it'll help you out.
Well, what I mean is, I guess what I say. Are you for nanotechnology and just like snap your fingers and you got a suit, or?
I don't know. I don't mind it, but at the same time, yeah, I like more original kind of stuff, right? But the nano thing makes sense at the same time.
It's like,
maybe not to start. Maybe not to start. Like I hear both sides,
yeah,
right? But I'm a bit of a let them rough it.
Look, you know what? Iron Man was cool. The coolest Iron Man's ever been is when that freaking suit had to be put on by other robots. I think that was the freaking coolest thing ever, because you saw the gears. You saw, like, maybe it's because I'm so old school. Maybe because I love giant robots and I love the idea of clink, 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 clink.
Oh, yeah.
Voltron and Robotech and stuff like that.
Michael Bay movies.
Maybe that's me. But I like it when I see a freaking piece of armor like attach, using servos, using like every world type of devices. You know what I mean? I love that crap. Right? Once I started getting into nanotechnology, I was like, man, what the hell? Like it just lost something for me immediately. And then when he started, like, when he was taking on Thanos, and Thanos was just like blowing pieces off of him, and they started reforming, I was like, come on. Let's get back to basics here. And you know what? With Ironheart, I love that. I love the fact that she's rebuilding her tech. She's putting it together with her hands. The fact that she used to build cars. You know what I mean? Like,
she needed a car for the finale.
That's what I'm saying. She like, you know what I mean? That's cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's cool stuff, right? Yeah. That's the stuff I want to see.
She took the General Lee.
Yeah.
From the Duke Boys and made her armor again.
Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. Like take what it is that you hate and you make it into something you love. You know what I mean? Like that's cool. That is really cool.
Megan, Mind and Body says this is a throwback Spidey suit. Yeah, for sure. Ditko and John Romita Sr. As far as the design, they need to have some muscle on that suit. Looks too plain unless he tossed the Stark suit and is going on his own. Yeah,
I don't think he had access to the Stark suit at all. I think it. I think it ran out of power. Like, I think it disconnected itself from the server. You know what I mean? Because I don't think it's supposed to be there.
Right. And Too Fast agrees with you, Mega J. Absolutely. But I've got a little treat here for you guys. They actually have footage of him swinging.
Do it quick so we don't get shut down.
Yeah, this is going to be really quick, but it's off. It's off. So there it is.
Ooh,
it's practical.
He is in danger.
It's practical.
What kind of?
What
kind of? Danny, go ahead.
No, it's like Disney World or wherever.
I know exactly. That thing fails 3 times a day. But it does. Have you seen those fail videos where it freaking like slams into the wall?
There was one ride I saw. I don't know where it was, but it was the ones that spin, and you're in a circle and it spins and it takes you upside down, and then you do the 360.
Yeah.
So it goes up and it broke in half.
Oh no!
It went like this and it broke in half. So the ring where everyone's sitting falls right back down.
Oh,
I know like 40 people were injured or whatever. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, why I'm retired from rides. I do not do that anymore.
Like I watched one where they got stuck right at the apex, and they had to call the police and the fire department. They had to walk them down the ramp. It was and think about it, you're like 50 stories up, man. You know what I mean? Like, you are high up, and you got to walk that. The kids were freaking out, man. It was crazy, and the parents couldn't hold them. They had to hold onto the rails. So the kids had to walk by themselves. That is some terrifying stuff, dude. That is crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, leave me in a Millennium Falcon with a TV on, and us whooshing, and the moves around a little bit. Give me one of those. That's fine. I'm good with that. The freaking motion control. Right. I'm good with that.
Totally. Mind and Body says, have a good night, everyone. Have to run. Mind and Body, thanks for all the great comments and thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Man.
Really appreciate you sticking
Good journey,
with us.
brother.
Absolutely. Mythic Dolphin says, Mega J Retro, I replied to your email about my KS Flip-a-Bot Cha order. Please check your email.
Yeah, so Mythic Dolphin, just since you're here, do you have an IG account where we can talk back and forth, or any way we can just message each other, because that would be really helpful. But I will check the email. Thank you. Was it at Hatter Toys or was it my personal email? I'm just curious. But anyway, good to see you, Mythic Dolphin.
Yeah. Tuvaz says, scary. I wonder if this stuff happened when we were kids and we're just oblivious to danger, or if this is happening more now. It's a great question. I would say that with more news and everyone having a cell phone, when things go wrong, we kind of see everything.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
So there's that. Before we head off into something that I saw on Instagram, I want to just do one last thing for movies. And apparently there's a new Star Wars movie starring Ryan Gosling.
What?
Yes.
Can I say it?
Absolutely, because we're gonna go to the article. Starfighter, right?
Nice.
And they just cast Matt Smith of Doctor Who fame.
You're kidding me.
As one of the villains.
Is this the same Starfighter as back in the 80s, where he plays a video? Anyway, just play it. Let's see what it's about.
So Star Wars Starfighter enlists Matt Smith in villain role, and I think Mia Goth is also part of the cast, who's also another villain. So as previously being eyed for The Rise of Skywalker, Smith joins Ryan Gosling in Sean Levy's feature. Thanks. He
was great. He is great in House of the Dragons. He's As a villain, he's amazing.
Yeah, he's just got that look, right? Can go either way.
Absolutely.
So Matt Smith is finally getting his turn in the Star Wars galaxy. House of Dragon star, who at one point was eyed to appear in 2019 Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, has been tapped to join Sean Levy's Star Wars Starfighter, the Hollywood Reporter has confirmed. This is one of multiple villain roles, according to sources, with Mia Goth playing another one. Ryan Gosling stars in Starfighter, which has a release date of May 28th, 2027. Yeah.
Sounds interesting, for sure.
Yeah, cast-wise, absolutely. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, man. No, it'll be good. Sounds good, man. It's going to be like a Top Gun when it starts.
Yeah, I think you're right.
In space.
Highway to the Nebula Zone or something.
It'd be cool, man. I'm down for that. Hopefully, you know what? You never know. Maybe that'll reignite a lot of the Star Wars stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of all over the place right now, right?
Yeah, for sure. And then this is the last thing I'm going to share. Second last thing. We'll talk about it this last one later. But this one, I want your input on. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there we go. So this is Collider Frosty. This is his account, and this is from the I can't remember what the name of the booth was.
Oh wow, Airwolf.
An Airwolf helmet.
No way.
Yes. With the buttons.
Was this at SDCC? Where was this?
This is SDCC, and I just can't remember the name.
There was that booth that had all those.
Yes.
And
was
in the
not
background,
on display when I was there.
In the background are all of the Star Trek ships. So back there are all of the Enterprises and Star Trek ships.
Yes. And for god awful amounts of money.
Oh, I can imagine.
You know what? I saw those 3 helmets on display. I didn't realize what the third one was, or I guess the first one was, because they didn't have the damn thing on.
Yeah, so it's factory. It's from factory.
Yeah.
And then
it's not. It's not factory.
No. This is the booth.
No.
It's called factory.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I could be wrong.
I think it's split. I think it's actually split between 2 booths. But obviously, Factory Entertainment has the Cylon because they have the license for it. Battlestar Galactica, that's made by another company. It's if you look at the podiums,
at the card.
So The Cylon's always cool, no matter what. That's really cool. But
Yeah.
I love the Airwolf, man. That thing is freaking awesome.
That's awesome. And apparently,
is
one of the switches makes the visor go up.
That is cool. So it just goes whoosh.
Yeah,
Oh, that's really cool.
that's cool.
That is awesome.
I loved Airwolf back in the day.
Yes, so did I. When I was a kid, Airwolf was the freaking best. The theme song,
Oh,
just
yeah.
killer.
Yeah, and it was weird because I remember watching Blue Thunder,
Yes,
the movie first,
yes.
right, with Roy Scheider, and I think
It
it was
wasn't
John
as cool.
Badham, right?
It
The
was not as
movie is awesome. The
It is.
Blue Thunder as a movie is amazing,
Yes,
but this TV series was absolute El Toro poo poo. It was terrible.
absolutely, 100%.
But Airwolf, man, theme
So
song, turbo boost, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Jan Michael Vincent, that stuff was great.
Oh yeah, awesome stuff. Yeah, exactly. The theme song, Jan Michael Vincent. Yeah, just beautiful, inspired. Just
Yeah.
greatly inspired.
Definitely. But yeah,
I
that
did action figure scaled the helicopter.
oh, there's
Yeah.
actually RC versions of the Airwolf.
Yeah.
Helicopter. That you
So
can
there was
actually fly around.
there was a Kickstarter about 5 years ago or so.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it was such a debacle. There are archived videos of it. They actually did ship a few out, and some people did get them, but just very unfortunate. And there is a 1/6 scale. There is a 1/12 scale version of Airwolf out there. You have to piece it together for yourself now. It's really sad. It really is sad. But
That's
thing is
hard,
incredible.
man.
Yeah.
That's hard. And so and you know that some of those people are never getting their money back.
No, not at all. It's crazy. Like what they did was to make up for it, they sent them the 3D files, so they have to 3D print it themselves. It's so wrong. Like after paying that much money, then you have to actually go and pay for the extra cost of printing it. Terrible, just absolutely terrible.
That's all sorts of ghetto. Sorry.
Yep. And the other thing is the people, the content creators who actually pushed people to buy it, they got like massive hate. It was just it was a lose-lose situation everywhere.
That would be a PR nightmare, to be honest with you.
Yep. It was a horrid situation. Just ridiculous.
Oh well. Huh. Yeah, so that one I figured that's one that I wanted to ask you guys and see if you saw it, because like Airwolf was one of those ones where it just kind of sticks in the memory bank.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
The song, man. The song.
Oh yeah.
Cool to see them again. Some new
Coolest
content.
factor, the shape of the ship. You know what I mean? The freak, man.
Yeah.
It could move with like lightning speed, like it wasn't moving any faster than any other helicopter. It still went,
it just looked cool, man. Look like, $6 million man running slow.
That's right.
Cool.
That's
Airwolf
all.
looked cool.
That's what it was. It was that era, man. It was that time.
Yeah, for sure.
It was that time.
So Mega J, do you want to remind everyone about what El Dragoon has got going?
Yeah. So if you want to just share the show, so this is actually an exclusive print that was on sale at the Awesome Toy Show. This was commissioned by the Awesome Toy Show and illustrated by Yayo, who is an amazing artist. It is in a slightly different style than our artist Sebastian Navas, but if getting right back to it, guys, we are of course getting ready to start producing our very own book, comic book El Dragoon. Of course, this is the brainchild of Danny Green, Danny Gonzalez. This is something which I think is a labor of love. Danny, did you explain how this came about? Like, did you talk about the dreams and stuff, or?
I had a lot of dreams, but there's one in particular. I remember just doing some. It was very vivid, but I remember that there's like a crime fighting kind of scene, and I was kind of dressed up like Batman, but I wasn't Batman. I was more of a dragon type character, right? And I don't know what I grew up watching Power Rangers, and Green Ranger was always my favorite, and I always liked dragons and stuff, right? But during this time as well, I was also I was going to a gym called Battle Arts, and it's a wrestling gym in Mississauga, and there's always matches going on, and sometimes there was the Lucha Libre guys, so I'd actually watch them fight and stuff. So, and I always liked Lucha Underground. I was inspired by a lot of characters in WWE and whatnot, but I I thought how cool would it be to kind of like mash all these things up together, right? And I just came up with this character, Juan Juanes, and it kind of just evolved. I shared it with Jay on our way to Legion's Con, and he thought that there was such a cool story. I spent hours and days and weeks writing about this stuff, and then I shared it with him, and he was like, "Yo, man, we got to do something with this. This is just, you have so much cool content here, right?" And we're like, "Oh, let's make a comic book. Let's make action figures." So since we were traveling to Legion's Con, where it was all about independent companies, independent toy guys, we got a little a taste of that, and I learned a lot about kind of trying to create your own thing, and one thing led to another, and here we are. We're working with a cool artist, Sebastian Neves and Gilly, right? So together we're kind of like a Voltron right now, and this is kind of what's coming out of it, right? So yeah, and
so we're really excited, guys, and if you guys want, please head over to eldragoon.com, sign up for our mailing list, so you guys will definitely get the latest information for what we're doing with the comic, and of course we are planning on getting a action figure out of this. So Danny, if you want to bring up the prototype from Adrian and Tiffany, we can show.
This is just their custom, right?
Yes.
But
it's what is possible. You know what I mean? Like, this is just the start. But they did this as a labor of love, and our designs. We're working with a number of artists too, including JP over at Thundercats Classics. He's giving us a hand. We're also working with Jason. How do you pronounce Jason's last name again?
Tonello.
Tonello. Jason Tonello, who's doing some of our sculpt work for this 3D project, and so we're very excited about this, and we're the end goal, of course, is action figures, but action figures need a base. They need to start somewhere, and we really do need support on this comic book. So once again, if you guys could head over to eldragoon.com, there's a coming soon page right now. You guys can sign up for the mailing list. It'll give you all the information. Steve, if you could switch to the coming soon page. Guys, so just head over to eldragoon.com, sign up for the mailing list. We're hoping, and things can change. Things can change, but we're hoping for a launch date on the Kickstarter sometime either mid-October to late October, and the details will be coming.
It's not definite yet.
It's not definite. Yeah. Everything can change, right? That's because we want to be sure about what we're doing here, and we want to have the best foot forward when it comes to this. So we don't want to just jump the gun and go half cocked on this. We really want to make this a successful launch, because so many other Kickstarters that haven't had a good enough lead up have fallen short. We've seen that in multiple times in the past. But if you guys are interested in supporting the project, please sign up for the mailing list. It's available right now. And of course, we will keep you guys updated. Our next live stream will actually be this Friday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be going live with the entire El Dragoon team. Well, the entire core El Dragoon team, and we're going to talk everything El Dragoon on Friday. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. It's going to be a great discussion about the project, how these things are developed. A lot of the stuff we showed here, and even a few other things that we're keeping under wraps. We're going to be talking about at that live stream, and of course, just to give you guys a heads up, we will be having special guests, including Gilly Writes Comics, our writer, and even Sebastian Navas, who is notoriously shy. He's going to be in the chat and there as well, talking about his artwork. And who knows, we might even have a chance to see Yayo. I don't know if we will, but you never know. Some surprise guests might pop in from time to time. You just never know what's going to happen on these great live streams. And I want to thank, of course, my good friend Steve here at Comix Asylum for giving us a platform and letting us talk about El Dragoon. Always excited to be here on Comix Asylum. Steve, thank you again so much. And Steve, what's going on with Atrium? Like, how are things progressing? Your graphic, you're putting out a hardback, or what are the plans?
Yeah, so the graphic novel is underway. So we're producing that right now, and we're getting it translated into French and Portuguese.
Oh, that's cool.
Incredible.
Yeah, so that's what we got coming up next, and we might have a couple of like little extras to go into the graphic novel for the Kickstarter. So we're probably going to launch the Kickstarter in another couple of weeks, in terms of having the pre-launch page up, and then maybe in September or so. But we're also looking forward to getting back onto the convention circuit. We've been off for about 6 weeks or so. And I think September is when we get back into it. So it's really only a couple of weeks when you think about it.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we'll be in Hamilton and London, and then I think we go back to Niagara for a couple, and then we'll have some in-store signings hopefully as well too.
Amazing. Looking forward to it.
Nice.
Yeah. So Danny, any last thoughts about El Dragoon, or anything you'd like to mention?
Just that we're going to be at this weekend at the VonCon, right?
Yes.
So you can catch us there. We're going to have some 3D prints of. You see the guy in Omega. He's in the thumbnail here, the blue dude, right?
Yes.
The big guy. So we're actually going to have some 3D printed masks of this character just on display, just for fun. But it's something that we're hoping to have one day. Maybe is have people be able to wear the masks and roll and cosplay, right? Yeah, VonCon this weekend. Bret Hart, of course. That's epic, right?
That's pretty cool. And it's a 2-day event this year, because we went last year and it was only one. So that's great.
Yeah, man. So the cool thing is they're growing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you want to see. And they're trying to hit every market here, right? Which is great. They're gonna have a lot of different things going on. Food trucks. I think there's some face painting. There's some cosplay and stuff like that. So that's gonna be epic for sure. We'll be there both days. Actually, my understanding is the second day. That's when Bret Hart he's doing like Q&A and stuff, right, in a certain room. So we're supposed to actually be in the same room.
Nice.
As that's going on. So if that happens, that'll be. I definitely got to meet it. I've never met him. I met him, and there you go. So that's one of the.
Oh, check this out. Well done.
Definitely a big fit, right? But the idea there was to show how big the characters would be in real life, right? At least that character, Omega. There's kind of like there's we call them the demonical twins, which is Alpha and Omega, and they kind of wear these masks to hide their features.
Very cool.
Yeah, we are very excited. We have actually two. We actually have two of them, and we did bring these to San Diego. They were on display. They were there for the entire panel.
Yeah, they were there. I saw them at the panel. They were on the table next to the mics.
Yeah, you got it. They were cool.
These were actually designed and printed by Jason. Sorry, how do you spell his name? Pronounce his name again?
Tonello.
I want to say Tonas, but Tonello. Yeah, sorry, Jason Tonello. I keep mispronouncing his name, but yes, these are incredible. Now these are just sculpts. They haven't been completely finished yet.
They're not real masks you wear.
We actually are talking to a good friend of the channel, Mario, who's actually in the chat last we saw, and he's looking into some options for us. So yeah, we're very very excited about these, because again, we're doing a lot of world building now, so things are starting to take shape.
Excellent. Dave wants to make sure the mask doesn't get stuck, Jay.
Don't worry, it'll work its way up.
Amazing.
I won't go too crazy.
This was an awesome show.
Real quick, guys. There's another thing that was going on. Can I just? I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
I just want to plug them in real quick, because they did feature us as well on. There's like a toy photography contest going on called New Brawl, #New Brawl on Instagram, right? and they actually featured us in their promo. So super appreciate that. Even if I don't know if one of you guys can bring it up or I can bring it up.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Just wanted to show it off real quick. And if you guys are into toy photography, right, you definitely want to enter this contest. All right. And you just take your photo and hashtag new brawl. NU brawl. And
you got it.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
So we're in there somewhere, but we just got featured, which is cool. We appreciate the team there. A lot of our buddies are on there as well, promoting it. So
yeah, looks like people are already entering the contest. If you want to,
yeah.
So yeah,
and if you go to the El Dragoon page, you'll see our post there.
Yeah,
there it is.
Cool.
Yeah, man. And
Very
so
cool.
yeah,
so they have some really cool entries going on right now. I mean, again, these guys are doing some great stuff. Obviously, Fun Picks, one of our good friends, has already made an entry. Same thing with Angel Gomez, of course. Angel Gomez has put forward his entry. We also got What's Up Danger. He's doing some cool stuff.
Yeah, these are all our buddies.
Yeah, everybody's getting into it. So lots of cool new shots. So yeah, guys, if you want, definitely check out the Brawl. Hashtag New Brawl. And we're gonna start seeing some really cool effects, I think, in the next couple of weeks.
They're also doing lives here and there, and I think we may end up in some of those lives.
Yeah. So just some rules of the road. For the first prize is $150 gift card redeemable at New Trade. Dioramas by Mega City Minis, and details coming soon. So if you win the first prize, you'll get $150, a gift certificate, and a diorama by Mega City Minis, and Noah. And the second prize is $100 plus a Mega City Mini diorama, and the third prize is $50 plus a Mega City Minis diorama. So very, very cool stuff. Of course, we have featured Mega City Minis, Noah's artwork, and designs on the channel before. So yeah, guys, if you are interested, definitely submit your toy photography, hashtag New Brawl, to get entered into the contest. Best of luck to everybody. This is a lot of fun.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's
of course,
great.
We will be at VonCon this weekend, so don't forget about that.
And friend of the show, Arnold Trinidad, says, see you guys at VonCon. Bruno and Angelo and the VonCon crew are killing it this year. Yeah, it was a great show. I was surprised because I didn't know what to expect last year. And, you know, the people were great. The organizers put on a great show. And the thing that caught me were like how do I say this? How serious the kids were when it came to selling their cards.
Cards are huge, bro.
Cards are massive.
Not Danny. It wasn't just that the cards were huge. These kids showed up like they were like as the villains in Miami Vice back in the 80s with the attaché cases.
And it opens up.
And absolutely. And they're serious. Like they stood on business for those cards, man.
Yep.
It was crazy. I learned a lot. Because they weren't joking around. They were coming in there.
We got grown ass men knocking each other out at Costco for Pokemon cards. Come on. Like this is some serious business going on right now.
And the kids were not fooling. I guarantee
they were not playing, man. Kids don't play.
Nah. They had I guarantee you that it was the people under 11 and 12 that had the most lucrative days at that show last year. For sure.
So good.
Our buddy Arnold there, he actually has an exclusive print at VonCon, and it's of Bret Hart. He's doing it. Looks sick. Anyway,
I can't wait to see it. Arnold, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, he's a good friend. He's our brother, man. I love that.
Yeah. Arnold is the best.
Steve, are you making it to VonCon this year, or are you guys?
No, not this year. Not this year. We didn't do it this year. Retired Punch-Out champion. And then Radimus Prime. Pokemon fans are lunatics.
They are indeed.
They are definitely.
But you know what? Nobody beats Hot Wheels fans. Hot Wheels fans are deadly. Deadly. They will cut they will cut you, man. They will cut you. Do not reach in for a Hot Wheels car in the wrong time.
Taken no prisoner.
Don't do it.
Awesome. Hey, J-Man.
J-Man's in the house.
Thanks for joining in, J-Man.
What's going on, brother?
Yeah, if you ever get a chance, please check out J-Man's show and channel. We are doing Brave Star,
Woo!
the animated
Love it.
series. So we do those on Sundays.
Love it.
But I think we're doing the Green Knight this Sunday. Yeah.
Cool. That sounds
Love
awesome.
it.
All right.
Since you brought that up,
Well,
Steve,
good luck on your exam, J-Man. I know you're working hard on that.
since you brought that up, what's it called?
Brave Star?
Yeah. Just really quickly, Titan Toys actually has the Marshall up for pre-order if anybody's interested.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and this guy's on point. So if you are a Marshall Brave Stars fan, because let's be honest, Mattel's not doing anything with this property. Nobody's doing anything with this property.
No.
So Ramen Toys picked up the ball and really brought the Marshall into existence in 1/12 scale. So he'll fit in with your GI Joes. He'll fit in with your Master Universe.
Kaiser too. That's amazing.
Oh yeah,
I think the horse isn't the horse coming soon.
the horse. Yeah, 30-30.
30-30.
Sorry, 3-0.
3-0. Yeah.
3-0. He's going to be coming. Actually, you know what? We will have him as well. But if we go to ramentoy.com, he should already be up for pre-order right now. So just check this out. I don't know if you saw this yet, Steve, but 3-0, 30-30.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this guy's on point. I mean, he is
Look at that gun, yeah.
like a Sarah Jane,
man.
That's Sarah Jane.
That's right.
Is that what it's called? Okay.
Yeah, and look, he's got bite my shiny metal ass. He's got a shiny metal ass. He's got a bender. He's got a bender ass. He's got bender's ass. So yeah, you can even split Sarah Jane in two to put her on a holster. Again, a lot of really great world building here.
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I was able to take a look at this we were able to take a look at this at where was it, Danny?
Joe Fest?
No, not Joe Fest. It was
Toylana?
It was, Atlanta. Jolana. We saw him at Jolana. He was unpainted though. So really great to see him fully painted and realized.
Oh, looks great though.
And he's massive. If you look at Brave Star,
yeah,
right. If you look at the Marshall, he towers over the Marshall.
The articulation in the legs on 30-30 is really cool.
Oh yeah. He's got you can actually see the what's it called? The ratchet points.
Yeah,
they're exposed. Right. Really cool stuff going on here. Right. He's got the toyetic harness from the toy.
Yeah.
Right.
That's great.
Yeah.
And he's got his mic as well too.
Yeah, exactly. From the toy.
Yeah.
Right? It's a nod to the toy, which is freaking awesome. Right. So yeah. So if anybody's interested, we have these available at titantoys.com. So you guys can pick that up. It's on sale right now for $129 Canadian, down from $139.99. So great time to pick up the Marshall here in Canada. Absolutely. And free shipping if you spend more than $250 on the site. So something to consider. Now, so yeah, a lot of great stuff. So yep, knowing that you guys are talking about Brave Star these days, so very, very excited about that.
Yeah, for sure.
And the Queen of Dragons is there too.
You know what? It actually kind of looks like her.
Yeah. Now this is one of those real dolls, dude. This looks about like if you've seen the Wonder Woman, this one's scary. This is freaking scary. This is a doll. This is an action figure.
Yeah, it looks like honestly that close up looks great. Like it looks like her.
Yeah, and she's posable too. Like it's an action figure, so you can actually pose her.
Khaleesi. Man.
Yeah, and available for pre-order. Also available for pre-order on
Titan.
On Titan Toys. Oh, and anybody who's interested, Mask has made a comeback. And Titan Toys is the official distributor of Mask in Canada.
That's great.
Yeah. So, really great stuff. All right.
All right. Let me get in a couple of the last little bit of comments, and then we will call it a night. Arnold says, thanks, guys. I came here to hear what the latest with El Dragoon and Apocalypse 4. Well, thanks for coming in. And it was a pleasure going over what Danny and Mega J and the crew have going on with El Dragoon. And then also we're able to spotlight a little bit of what Apocalypse 4 is all about with the new OGN that he's got rolling in. I think it's Apocalypse 4 Vagabond. So yes, Hugh Rookwood has got it on point, and we hope to have him on the show in the upcoming weeks, so he can take a deep dive into what he's got in store for everybody. Rodimus says, good thing I'm Transformers G.I. Joe and MOTU, and I got SS86 Megatron and Scavenger arriving tomorrow.
Nice.
Wow, well done. That's
Excellent.
Pretty good.
I didn't know Studio 86 is already got Megatron. I didn't realize that. That's cool.
That's pretty good. J-Man says that looks amazing, referring to the Brave Star figure. It may be a bit out of my price range, but I was considering it. Dave says, pray they cross Pokemon with MOTU Skeletor. I choose you. For sure. J-Man says, looks amazing. Okay, dudes, I got to go. Be cool. See you Sunday. Yes, J-Man, see you Sunday. Yeah, and hit the like all. So do that for everybody. Do that for Danny's channel. Do that for Mega J's channel. Do it for J-Man. Yeah, the community is growing. We're all here to support each other. And we love it when you guys and gals all come in and watch what we got to say and put out there for everybody. So, Danny, other than VonCon and El Dragoon, what do you got going up?
That's a good question. Just working on my socials, through Instagram. So Danny Green Collects on there. YouTube as well. Same thing, Danny Green Collects. Also at Titan during the day, Titan Toys. So for any of you guys collecting stuff or looking for imports and that kind of thing, feel free to reach out. Also use my code Danny Green at checkout, and you'll save 5%. So
excellent.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
And Mega J.
Always a great time hanging out here at Comix Asylum. Guys, please subscribe to Comix Asylum on YouTube and, of course, all their social medias. Always great to hang out with Steve. And, of course, thank you guys for supporting the channel. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So, everyone, stay safe. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for commenting. And keep it indie. We'll see you in 7.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you.
Night, everybody.
Take it easy. Bye.
Yeah.